In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 simple steps to create a very effective visualization. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Namrata and I'm a self-development and mindset coach. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 simple steps to create an effective visualization. But before I get right ahead into it, please be sure to like and subscribe this video and also hit that bell icon to get notified every time I drop a video. So what is visualization? Visualization is a really powerful tool that will help you to manifest any of your goals and desires. In my previous video, I talked about how the subconscious mind doesn't understand what is real or imagined, and that is why visualization is such an effective tool. Because the subconscious mind understands images more than it understands words. The words are just there to help give you direction. So let's get right into it. The first step is getting clarity on what is it that you want to manifest, or what is your desire or goal. With visualization, what you're essentially doing is creating a scene that you will play in your mind's eye. Okay, because again, like I said in my previous video, the subconscious mind does not understand the difference between what is real and what is imagined, and so that is why visualization is a very powerful tool. So visualization is essentially scripting and creating like a movie scene. You're creating a scene that you want to play out, right? So the first thing that you would do here is to get clear about what is it that you want to manifest and what does that look like. So let me give you an example here. Let's say I want to manifest a house. Okay, now what would that look like? The outcome, what would it look like? So I need to create a scene. Maybe I'm going for a house visit. Maybe I just got the keys today, and in my visualization I'm creating a scene, a movie scene where I'm unlocking the door and I'm entering the house. Or maybe it's moving day, so I imagine that I'm moving in furniture into my new house. The second and important thing which ties into the first point is that you need to imagine the outcome as if it has already happened. Not that it's going to happen in the future, or I wish, or I want. No, you've got to imagine it as if it has already happened. So in the same example as me wanting to manifest a beautiful house, I'm going to imagine myself as if I already have the house. I'm already moving in. Like today is my moving day and I'm moving furniture. So however that could play out, I'm picturing myself setting up the furniture, maybe the drawing room or the living room, and I'm setting up the furniture. It could be that. The third step is to add emotion. Now, it's really important. This is a very important step. Without emotion, the visualization will not work. Again, goes back to what I've said in my previous video. Apart from the fact that the subconscious mind doesn't understand what is real or imagined, it is also known as the feeling mind. So it understands emotions more than words. Again, here the words and writing down of the script is only to give you a sense of direction. Okay. So add emotion. What would you feel? What would it feel like when that goal or desire that you want has already come to pass? So what emotions would you feel? Would it be joy, excitement, happiness? So in the same example of me wanting to manifest a house, it's going to be absolute exhilaration or excitement and happy. I mean, imagine myself just jumping up and down and super excited. So put in that emotion into the visualization. So while you're while you're visualizing that scene, also add in the emotion. The fourth step is to add all 5 senses into the mix. So your sense of sight, smell, sound, touch, taste, all of that. It's not essential to add all 5 if you can, but as many as you can. So again, going back to the example, maybe I can imagine what are the sounds I'm hearing while I'm in this house. So it depends on where I want this house. Is it in a quiet neighborhood, or is it in the middle of a bustling city? So am I hearing cars, or am I hearing the birds chirping? What am I seeing around me? Again, depends on the location. Am I seeing traffic on the roads or the people walking about, or am I seeing trees around me, or maybe a lake, or maybe it's a beach house. Then apart from that, taste, maybe not in this situation, but Smell. What am I smelling around me? It could be depending on again where the location is. If I'm in a bustling city, maybe there's a restaurant nearby, and I'm smelling food from that place, or a bakery close by, so I'm smelling fresh bread. So just put in some details like that to add in the 5 senses. Once you have created the visualization and you have an idea as to what the scene looks like, what elements that you have, what are the elements that you've added to it in terms of the senses and the emotion, now you're ready to visualize. Now the important thing is picking the time to visualize. The best time to visualize ideally is first thing in the morning after you wake up, or the last thing before you fall asleep. This is when your mind is at a more calmer state, and so you are easily able to access the subconscious mind. You want to do this when your conscious mind is quiet. Okay, that is why also meditation helps here. You can start your visualization with a 5-minute meditation to calm your mind. We do not want the conscious mind to interfere here, okay, because if it interferes, then it's not going to accept this visualization, and it's going to interfere and say you don't have the house yet, and so it's not going to allow you to do that. So it's important to first get into a very calm state of mind and to be able to access the subconscious mind. Also, when your conscious mind is quiet, so are your negative emotions. There are no emotions of fear, worry, or self-doubt when you are feeling extremely calm and relaxed, and that's the state that you want to get into. You can do it during the day also, but make sure that if you do it during the day that you're in a place where there are no distractions. The next step to ensuring that this is an effective visualization is that once you have done the visualization, you need to detach from it. You need to let it go. This is something like, let's say for example, you go on Amazon and you place an order, right? You place the order and it's a prime delivery. You know that it's going to get delivered the next day at 9 p.m. You don't go back again and again and check where the order is. Have they dispatched it? Is it on the way? No. You place the order and you trust that you know it's Amazon and they're going to deliver it. So you've got to apply the same mentality here. Once you've done the visualization, you've got to trust that it's out there in the universe, that it's been sent and it's been absorbed into your subconscious, and you just need to detach from the outcome. If you're going to do the visualization and keep looking for proof whether it's happening or not, it's not going to work. Okay, though you can do this visualization more than once, it really depends on how you feel. The last point is that you need to take action. So there will be some things that are in your control, and there will be some things that are out of your control in manifesting a desire or a goal, like wanting to buy a house, right? So whatever is in your control, be aware of that and take action towards it. And whatever is not in your control, just let it go and just continue with the visualization. There are 3 things that I need to point out that you need to be aware of while doing the visualization, while doing this process. The first is that when you visualize, whenever you choose to do it, whether it's early morning, during the day, or before you go to sleep, always make sure that you are in a good mood while doing it. If while doing the visualization you're not able to bring up the emotions that you want to feel when you have attained your desire, then don't do it. Because if your desire, if you want to feel excitement and joy when the desire comes to pass, but while doing the visualization you're not able to bring up that emotion, then don't do it, because it's futile and it's just a waste of energy. So make sure that you're in a good headspace and emotionally also when you bring up the emotion. Okay, otherwise it's not going to work. The second thing you need to keep in mind is that there need to be no distractions while you're doing this. So like I said before, that make sure that you eliminate any sort of distractions. Maybe find a quiet place at home, maybe close the doors, turn off your phone, whatever it is, for those 10-15 minutes that you decide to visualize, and completely focus on it. And the last thing I want to point out here is that start with a visualization that's more realistic, okay, for you. Now if let's say for example, I want to manifest a house in a different country. Okay, so I live in India right now, and I'll give you my example. I want to manifest a house in Seoul, South Korea. Now, if I were to just right away imagine that I'm in this house in Seoul in South Korea, and if I feel some resistance while doing it, which is like, it feels like this goal is really far away, and I'm not able to relate to the scene, or to the desire. Okay, then what I need to do is probably backtrack a little bit. So break that goal down into steps, and pick the goal which is the closest or the next possible progression towards that goal, right? So for example, I would need to first have the funds to buy the house. Then I need to get, let's say I break down this goal, I would need funds to buy the house, I would need to get a visa, I would need to travel, I would need to go to a realtor and then buy the house. So these may be my steps. So instead of going straight to the end result and trying to imagine myself in that house in Seoul, I will probably imagine that I create a scene where I have the money to buy this house. Okay, so how that would play out. So if your goal is too big, break it down into more sizable bits and pick the goal which is closest to you. Then once you achieve that, then you can visualize the next step and the next step towards you till you get to your final goal. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you will try out these steps in your visualization, and do let me know what you think about it. I would love your feedback. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment below and I'll be happy to answer. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.